Welcome to it. It's Sports That Amplified with Andile on the Mighty Metro FM, 10 after the hour 6. I'm excited about today's show because I feel like today's show is going to be me speaking to not only a younger version of me, I'm speaking to Andile Ncube at a younger age. Although our ages are not that far apart, I'm going to be speaking to a little brother. I'm going to be saying to the little brother, what's going on? Where are we now? Where are we going? What's different? The player who's going to be joining me today has had a tumultuous career. He's had a career that should have landed him perhaps even overseas. He's had a career that should have seen him now be part of the Bafana squad that's going to Abidjan. Well, no, we're not based in Abidjan, but to Ivory Coast in January. But life has not been like that. Life has not turned out like that for him. But he's got a second chance, maybe a third or a fourth even, but he's got yet another chance. He's going to be joining me. He's going to sit across from me. I'm going to look him in the eye, and we're going to have conversations about self. Because yes, we're sportsmen and women. Yes, we're people involved in the business of sport, the entertainment business of sport. But over and above that, we're people. We're people that go through things, and we go through them in the most public way possible. In front of the entire nation, our mistakes are there to be scrutinized. We do the most simplest of things that everybody else at some point or another has done, but it is amplified. And there's an argument to say rightfully so. Because to whom much is given, right? So, ladies and gentlemen, he's here. He's going to be speaking to us in just a few. Bafana playing yesterday against the Ivory Coast. Not sure how many watched that. It was exclusive to the SABC. It was on our different platforms. And every single day, I get out and on Twitter, it's and on social media and in the streets, it's, Andile, where do we watch the games? Let me save you now. Get onto your app, onto your app store and download SABC Plus. Download all of the SABC Sport different apps so that you're able to watch exclusive content that we give you, but also you're able to watch a lot of the stuff that we do on the SABC. It was the most beautiful picture that you can watch, whether it was on your phone, at home, on your television. Clarity of picture quality was amazing. The commentary, courtesy of the SABC, was great. So get onto our apps now. Start now. Just get onto the apps. And people are like, no, but Andile, you ask us to pay for TV license and data. Yet there you are watching multi-choices stuff on their data streaming platforms. You're watching Netflix on their streaming platforms. Let's support this too. This is us too. Let's support this as well so that we're able to all share in Bafana's successes. 13 after the hour 6. We're going to take a break. When we come back on the other side, perhaps Hugo Bruce, no? We've got Hugo Bruce. I want you to hear this. Before we go, I want you to hear this. Because, you know, so much has been said about Themba Zwane. He had the past two games against Swaziland and in the final against the Orlando Pirates. Possibly not his best games when it comes to scoring in front of goals, those one-on-one opportunities. But the way he came back in that Ivory Coast game, the goal that he scored to end that match at 1-1 was unbelievable. After that, this is what the coach, Hugo Bruce, had to say about Themba Zwane.
But I have to confirm that once Themba was there, that the way of playing changed also. And when we can reach Themba, this is for us very important. So, and you see the difference between last Friday and today. So this is somebody who see where he has to put the ball, where he has to ask the ball. So I don't have to tell him anything. The only thing I'm asking him for every game is try to have as much as possible the ball, because this is important for us.
Unbelievable talent. And I mean, to dominate playing Ivory Coast away from home in the way that he did, unbelievable. And also South Africa in the cricket. By the time we left here, the game wasn't over, but it did end shortly after we had left the air. We lost against the Netherlands. That's the Proteas. Yeah. So there's going to be plenty to talk about come the end of the show. Remember, 1845, we take your calls on 086 000 2160, WhatsApp on 060 552 7303. I'm writing a letter to myself, and I'm speaking to it through a brother. He joins me after this. It's 18 after the hour 6. So thank you, Malcolm, catching me off guard there. Still chatting about other things. We're exclaiming and a little bit perplexed here. Sundowns are going to be playing today, of course, minus all the players that are in the Ivory Coast. There's like 7 players that are not a part of this team today when they take on TS Galaxy at 7:30 in the new Carling Black Label Cup. It's a big cup, but the biggest thing about it is the 100,000 rands that goes to man of the match. 100,000. I see ya. 100,000.
Bye.
Yeah?
Bye.
I've never heard this in this country. Ngiyaqala ukuyizwa into engayo.
Ayintsha lento leyenzakalayo.
100,000. Bathi lokhu iplayer livukile lithi I know healthy. Bathi gyming hey.
Angiyavuka no. Hayi. 100,000.
Oh man, 100,000 rands is the amount that you went for being man of the match for a single match. I'm very happy for the players. I really am, and I can't wait to see them, walking away with that sort of money. And I'm hoping that it's going to help individual. Mara ngiyazibuza ke, mayenza kanjalo kwi 100,000. Isn't it going to make the players play individually because wonke umuntu ufuna ukuwina 100,000?
I think vele iyalapho vele. Ngoba obvious man of the match umuntu oyi-1 ekugcineni. So obviously yonke into uzofuna ukuyenza uyi-1. Ufuna ukushana uyi-1, never kusabe i-team.
Wow, let me introduce you. You're hearing his name now. His former Mamelodi Sundowns, Orlando Pirates, and we'll go on with the list later. Defender SIYABONGA ZULU, who's finally found a new home. But I mean, if you look at his career, that started out at Orlando Pirates in the youth development back in 2010, 2011, made it through and cracked to the senior team before moving to Blackburn Rovers on loan, came back to Orlando Pirates, went to Sivuta Stars on loan, United FC on loan, Cheaper United on loan. I think that was the last loan span before leaving Orlando Pirates in 2014-15, and then joining Platinum Stars, joining Sundowns, joining Black Leopards, All Stars before that. All the teams that SIYABONGA ZULU has played for. If there's one thing about my dear brother, Uzulu, is that football has taken a back seat to everything else in his life. He's got a new club now. He's signed for Masia. He's going to be playing football again. Congratulations, boy.
Yabonga.
When last did you play professional football? When was your last gig? We All Stars, no?
Yeah, we All Stars. 2019.
So you last played in 2019?
Yeah.
That's 4 years ago.
4 years ago. 2019.
The last time you played professional football, you were 26 years old.
Yeah.
What have you been doing for 4 years?
Sitting, training, ekasi, namachita. So I was always training, and training mengizenza ngikhuphula like ngizibuza ukuthi what went wrong, mengiyenzani ezi wrong, yini le engiphazamisile kangaka, and finally ngathola ukuthi kenzakalani. So empilweni yami into engiyenzakala ngabhaya fake friends, ukuphilela abantu abangakuphileli. And yeah.
What do you mean when you say fake friends?
Nginalabangani laba bafika bekumnandi, bayakulanda bayakuvuza, yabona. So bonke labantu labo the past 4 years so angakaboni namanje angababoni. Laba mengithi abangani bami namanje angababoni. So in the past 4 years stop drinking alcohol. So in 4 years maybe manje.
Ungaphuza utshwala?
Ngaphuza utshwala.
At all?
At all.
Ungabuthinti, ungashaya noma celebrate nothing?
Nix.
Congratulations. 4 years sober.
Sure.
So ngasikhathi usasenenkinga zotshwala bekutshwala kuphela? Did you ever get into other things other than utshwala?
No.
Did you ever get into drugs? Did you ever get into dacha, all of that?
Nix.
Bekutshwala
kuphela.
So masithi umuntu uyaphuza. When we say you had an issue with alcohol, what does that look like for you? Wophuza kangakanani kuphi? Is it every day? What was alcohol like to you in that time?
It was not every day. Every weekend, I think.
So
every
Monday
weekend.
to Thursday, Mix.
Thursday sometimes, yeah.
Okay, Thursday, Friday, Saturday,
Saturday,
Sunday.
Sunday.
And how much are you drinking?
Sure. I'm in pause. Sure. Yo. Yo.
Yeah?
Yo, I'm in pause, sure.
Upuzan, what do you enjoy? What did you enjoy? Umuntu ezibabayo, umuntu ephiya, umuntu ama-champagne.
No. Ngithanda i-beer ne-Hennessy.
Beer and Hennessy.
Sure.
So manhle namajita and namajita bhaya, siyathenga siplome. There's nothing wrong with drinking alcohol. It's abusing alcohol that's the problem.
Yeah, thina bese ngaphuza abuse.
Benthenga namakasi.
Amakasi, yeah.
Manplomile nje on a typical Saturday. Ngifuna ukuthi sipende le.
Sipende.
Amakesi angaki?
6, 7.
Cases.
Yeah.
Icase na 24 see.
Yeah. 6, 7.
Cases.
Sure. Maybe sure 2 yamabhox eneeds or 3.
Amaboxi.
Sure.
Ibox lina 6.
Na 6.
Lina 12. So bencha 12. 2 yama 12 for Hennessy.
Sure.
That's 24.
24.
So bese weekend yo gym.
Sure.
And who's paying for all of this?
Esikhathini esibhaya nokuyimi vele.
168 beers, 24 Hennessy's. Ningaki.
Maybe so 10, 11.
That's still too much alcohol for 10, 11 people. And wopatalayo.
Sure.
I mean, 5 times 10 is 5,000, 10,000. So, iyaphuma 30,000 lapho nje. Ngelanga.
Sure.
There's one thing that you've just said now that I want us to correct, or I want us to go back to.
Sure.
You're saying that you sat down and in the last 4 years, you don't have a team. You're thinking about the future, and you're thinking about, in order for me to go forward, I need to think back.
Sure.
You corrected the alcohol thing. I'm very happy for you. I'm very happy for you, Sia, and I hope that, I wish you strength.
Sure.
But the one thing you said was, you realized that the biggest problem was fake friends. To me, that feels like you're shifting responsibility to other people. What are you responsible for? What did you do wrong? When you sit back and you think about you, friends ngiyababona, yeah, about figure about influence.
Yeah.
But what about you? What are you responsible for?
Mina, for responsibility yami. Ama-rules kabhaya ethimini mengawalandeli. So mina ukulova ethimini ngingayi ejimini.
Why? Mawucabanga manje, you wake up in the morning, you must go to gym and you just don't go. Why?
Angeke ngikutshela ukuthi meyenzwa yini, but I think meyenza ukuthi ethimini ngiyi-1. Bathemba mina. Like i-left back esethimini yimi ngiyi-1.
Let's go to perhaps Sundowns.
Oh, Sundowns, yeah.
Because there we know you went AWOL.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you go there? There's plenty of players there.
Sundowns was not about alcohol. It was about Ntombazana Leah.
Your ex.
Yeah. So
I mean, I don't even want to get into that a lot.
Yeah.
And, it's not the kind of thing I do here.
Sure.
But let's just close that very quickly. What did she do that influenced you? Do you believe in
No.
So you don't believe
I don't
in that.
believe
It's not
in that. Yeah.
So then how does she then impact you at Sundowns? Because you're a player, they love you, you're starting, you're in the 11. Bafana's looking at you as a permanent player in that position.
Harass man. So she even go further uthi athola indawo close to la ngihlala khona.
Just to harass you.
Yeah.
So most of us, what I'm trying to get when I see her is this. Yes, you have somebody who's harassing you.
Yeah.
How does that stop you from waking up and going to training and doing your job?
Coach makangibheka ngelinye ilihlo manje, yabo.
Was still pizza at the time, no?
Yeah, at the time.
Yeah.
So makangayithandi lento leyo. Maybe every after 3 days, 4 days kufika amaphoyisa la.
indaba zapaphelti
nanani yeah so lento le ingaffectile ngoba ngingasakhona ukufocus egroundini
because any moment
ubheke
ngeside
uthi ish kenzakalani namhlanje
ngavela
noma yini
see I hear you
yabo so ngabona yabona manje
akusasemnandi
ukejimini manje ngoba noma ngihlele endlini sininini kunokushaya inok sengihlala ngikhile endlini ngisekho comfortable la ngihlala khona ngabo daze ngcono ngivele endlini la khona ngifila safe khona so ngabona manje mekunini December I think maybe eAfrica the day mina ngibuye ejimini azange ngiye ejimini yilapho kuzovela khona lento le epaphelti yakhona le so lento le mengihlukumeza kakhulu so mekunzima ukuthi ngejimini mengasayitholi happiness ejimini mengasaperform nasejimini so ngisinama excuses sometimes nokufika injalo nje ukuthi ngingayi ejimini
because and did it have anything to do namahloni as well because all the other players bakubhekile
yeah
so awufuna amehlaba
ukuthi
bayajaja
manje ukuthi manje dana le incane so yafika nofika la teamini sihlupha kanje so yabona inkinga eningi pressure manje seba iningi focus yami ayiseke ebholweni manje sekingaphandle.
And I can imagine you were making good money at Sundowns.
Sure.
Were you the kind of person that saves money? From little to Kuluma, I don't think so. Because also net you wish
yeah, but in your going save because ngamkhulu wami sebenza ngenyuku so mega khona ma zinto la indawo zemakaseva khona inyuku so inyuku yasho yona.
So the last 4 years you've been living on what?
Yeah. Ngiphila nginyuku endlini. Le ama savings ile ma retirement and stuff, yeah.
So imali boy earner usadlala it was still there the last 4 years.
Yes.
And you were still able to go to petrol.
Yeah, sure.
I mean, so I think you've answered so many people because I can understand. A lot of people would have thought, yeah, but you're saying every day I'm not even focused here because I'm waiting for a police car, I'm waiting for things.
Yeah.
And then you were like, hey.
Because I qalanga la Sundowns since from Rustenburg.
Platinum.
Since. Sure, Rustenburg ngiboshe 3 times.
Uboshelwana?
Nafika ejimini, nasuke kiye Joza ejimini. Sinini wathi ngimrepile. Sinini wafika wathi ngimshayile. So bekane ito repay. So into engimkwatisa ukuthi mingingenile the same thing yaphuma. So ngomele attend court kube nenkinga nyana ezenzakalayo. Angafiki. Case bayidrope kanjalo.
Were you still in a relationship at that point?
No.
So because that doesn't make sense. If I'm going to rape you and shy you, we have to be in the same space.
I don't know. Every time. Ngasuka la eJozi. And ngebhadi angazi ukuthi ama security la ngihlala khona amvulela kanjani. Every time ngazofika endlini. Thothi implomile namachita sihlele sibukela iTV ohlala PlayStation. Knock endlini. Kuba ne tensions akwada hambe mekahamba ngena amaphoyisa mele ngifonele oledi from Soweto lize Soweto suke Soweto lize Rustenburg.
And that's where at Rustenburg you would have thought there's peace here.
There's peace here. Good.
And it affected your game there as well.
Lapaya not as much because Lapayana I think Coach Kevin Megang protected kakhulu.
Kevin Johnson was the coach at the time, yeah.
So lapha yami protection ebuy. Ne support ebuy for amachita. So ming enjoy ibhola khona kakhulu. Lapha ngenjoy khona ibhola lami.
You're 30 now.
Yeah.
You're 30 years old. This is at a time when most soccer players start looking at a future beyond football. No? You're getting another chance now. You've been painted all sorts of things here. Sia is Dawa, Sia is this and this and this. Nobody's ever questioned your football ability.
No.
Never. Even me, I've never questioned your football ability.
Sure.
But do you think like you lost your career and your life? And when you think back at the fact that you're 30 now, you know, and you can still play, so you can still play another 6 years, 7 years.
Sure.
The guys are going to AFCON. The coach is saying he wants younger players because he's thinking about the World Cup. Do you ever think back and say, my life?
Sure. Too much. Ngicabanga every day. Ukuthi kube manje ngirano. Kube manje nginani no. Kube manje ngikude kabi ngebhola. Icareer yami in football. Indinye into ibhola phela aliskoloti next thing. No.
I'm glad you know that. Lots don't.
No.
They think football owes them.
Also, no. Ibhola aliskoloti next. Football talent lakho and discipline and whatnot. Then ngizobhadala kanjani. So mengicabanga ngibheke emuva ngiyabona angiluzile but into ibhaya too much. Into eningi too much.
If you could go back and fix it all, if you could go and apologize, if you could go and say sorry, if you could go, do you think there are people you wronged along the way? Like Pito, have you spoken to Pito since? I mean, he believed in you so much. He put so much in you. Have you had an opportunity to speak to him and say, Coach, are there players that you feel you let down? Are there people that you feel you need to go back and look at and say, hey guys, Beguso, do you feel you wronged anyone?
Coach Pito, sekahlala phansi ngule phatha. Engakhuluma naye. Coach Rulani si sharp. Sikhulumile wa understand so playing I think I'm a teammate abhaya ngoba ngisawaboni ngodinga I think inkinga vele mengawabona or bamamele no bayidinga explanation yami noxolo lwami for.
So let me tell you something. This is the biggest sports show in Southern Africa. It's recorded. It's on television.
Sure.
This is your opportunity. On that mic, because when are you ever going to see everybody individually? This is your opportunity. In that mic there, anybody that you think that you need to speak to. Because after this, I want us to go into this new chapter.
Sure.
I want us to bury this and go into this new chapter. There's the mic in front of you. Speak to whoever it is that you think needs to hear from you.
To my former teammates, Platinum Stars, Sundowns, former teams that I played for. Ngifuna ukuthi ngiyaxolisa for ukundisappointa ngale talent lele nginalo. And ngiyazi mina ngitshela every day ukuthi top Ncube Zulu. And maybe nami lento le ngayithathele ekhanda. So for that ngifuna ukuxolisa to the coaches abangicoachile previously. Ngifuna ukuxolisa ngakho konke ngokenzile. Okurong ngokenzile. So I think and I hope ukuthi ngakhona ukungixolela. Yeah. Sure.
Let's take a break. It is 1840 on the Mighty Metro FM at Sports That Amplified. I am Andile. Ncube. Sitting with me is a young man I have absolute love for. Watching him play football was such a relief to anything else happening in life. He is a marvel with his feet. I think no, honestly. I think that was one of your biggest problems here. You didn't have to work as hard as everybody else. You didn't have to try as hard as everybody else. You were naturally gifted and you knew that.
Yeah, sure. and namanje sisentswemba. And I know.
Talk to me about how did it happen now after all of this 4 years sitting at home.
Yeah.
Are you going to trials at other teams? Are you khona la kwakota khona ecela inkwa at all?
Yeah, mingi.
Where did you go?
Ngicale to start ngicale ku Swallows. Then ngaya ku I think in the team lase Pretoria ku NFD Kellys.
Oh, Pretoria Kellys, yeah.
Yeah. Then ngaza kula Masia.
Behamba trial njalo.
Yeah.
Bathini?
Ngiyajima.
Ujika nabo, ujima nabo.
Yeah.
And then bathini at the end of that. Like at Swallows, what does Mr. David say?
Swallows bangitshela ngebudget.
Batabana nyuku.
Batabana nyuku.
Okay.
Bazobona next season. That's okay sharp. But ngiyaqhubeka ngilo ngijima nabo still. Because ngifuna fitness. Ngajima nabo. Then kula Masia ngikufika uMunip. Munip wangifonela. But mfethu ngibonile yajima do you wanna play football? Ngathi yeah. Wazozama la kula Masia. But bazokhatha ama players soon. I went there. Shongijime 2 days. Sadlala friendly no Super Sport. After that, figure it late.
The new coach, of course.
The new coach.
Yeah.
After I came in Super Sport, then they were happy. Same day, my office in I signed.
What contract did you sign? 2 years, 3 years?
No.
1 year?
Signing the 9 months to sell in one option.
For the season?
For the season.
Okay, and then depending on what happens, option.
Yeah.
Are you happy with the money? I mean, it's not the same as I can imagine what it used to be.
Yeah. For me, it's not all about money for now. We have a system.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's not all about money much.
It wasn't difficult playing in a professional setup after 4 years?
No. Next.
Nice.
Lovely.
What is the expectations of La Masia for this season?
Mencheka ilok, they are not far. Top 8, I think. Now. And the way I'm going corner. I'm a place now, manje, I think quality. And the coaching staff, previous players, the coaches. So I think you can go far with this team for this season.
At 30 now, and I keep emphasizing that simply because that's what football is. Do you know what I mean? Football dictates age. I mean, and especially here in this country, you know that.
Yeah.
What are you still hoping for moving forward?
Moving forward, if I can get a lot of game time, Masia, I think this 9 months showcase, I'll go back to PSL. Then after that, then the life will start again. SIYABONGA ZULU uzobuya futhi.
Angabuyi futhi. Abuye. Because masibuya futhi sibuya naye yonke into yaqala.
No, hayi liyaqala isekho.
See, 4 years, you have not touched alcohol.
Next.
You have different friends now.
No.
But those friends are not there anymore.
No.
The ones that you called fake friends. Gone.
Gone.
What's to stop it now from having the same issues you had before with your ex? What's different now? Because what if we have a Lila Masia? What's different? What's changed as far as that is concerned? Because that was one of the biggest reasons why Bopuza, that was one of the biggest, I'm not saying the only.
Yeah.
Because you've got your own demons too.
Sure.
But it was one of the biggest that you absconded from training and from clubs because you just wanted to hide away. What's to stop that from happening again, see?
I think manje singiya-understanda more. Singiyazi ukuthi into some yenzeka wenzani.
Okay.
So I think manje ayisekho into engithusayo manje sengimdala. So you understand ukuthi into enso ihamba kaso into so yenza so. So
And you're not together with your ex anymore?
no.
Okay.
So ngicine after Sundowns
Jeez, that's how many years ago is that?
3 years ago.
No.
Yeah, 4 years.
5 years.
5 years ago.
Yeah. So there's no love there anymore.
Nix.
In the last 4 years since ungadlali uhlele ekhaya not earning money, bohlushwa still.
Yeah. Sometimes meka nokufika endlini. Wathumela abantu endlini kunabantwana endlini.
Hayi siyabona ngongale delezi yakho. Yeah.
Hey. Afika endlini
Fanele unginike lo mama omhambayo. Ungafika endlini?
Mafika endlini luckily ngiceda ukuphuma.
And this is at home with your parents, no? No lady.
No lady
Yeah.
nomagogo.
Nomagogo, yeah.
Yeah. But mina endlini mengiphuma immediately ngiceda ukuphuma maybe after 10 minutes uthumela abantu badubula la endlini. Nengcusa endlini nomagogo endlini.
What do you mean?
Gunshot. Shot 7 times.
At your house? At your
my
home?
house, yeah.
When is this?
It was 2020. Yeah.
No one was injured?
Luckily, yeah. No one was injured.
I mean, yeah, we are grateful for that. But that's also such a big accusation. How do you know? How do you know were the people ever caught?
No.
So how do you know?
Because same after the next day, I posted on social media.
The fact that your house got shot up.
What I hope can never feel.
What evil are you working with?
So
that's the kind of evil you don't need now moving forward. And hence I'm asking you the question, Uguti, what's going to be different now? You know, you've had police arrest you. How many times were you arrested?
3 times.
3 times you've been arrested. You've had TV shows come to you at work with cameras in your face, embarrassing you in front of the nation, in front of your fellow teammates, in front of your coaches and your employers. You've had your house shot up, and all of that. It culminated in you going to alcohol and staying away from what you do, right? It's one, and I say combination because it's only one of the things.
Sure.
What's to stop that now? Sia, I mean, La Masia, they're listening right now, right? And they're saying, we put faith in this guy. Dane Clay, they all know this history. Everybody knows the history.
Sure.
What's the promise to say this is not going to happen now? Because all of those things, or that person that triggers all of that, is still there.
Ukukhuluma iqiniso no angeke ngithi uzoyeka or sekayekile. So but I think manje njengoba ngishilo ukuthi approach yami mekafika if yafika ngizokwazi ukudila maybe ngale situation ngaleso sikhathi.
Have you been honest to the club and to everybody to say, guys, impilo yami is set up that kunento so?
Yeah, they know.
You told them?
They know.
To say, don't be surprised.
Yeah, they know.
And what is the relationship like with the players now?
Best.
Because even they need to know what's happening in your life, because it doesn't happen to you only. It happens
to the team.
Team.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Team players sharp, mood sharp, and especially behavior within con. Yeah.
You think this team can get promotion?
Yeah. Most definitely, yeah.
How long have you worked with Dane Clay now as a coach?
4 days.
What do you think so far?
Good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You enjoying his style? You enjoying the way he's coaching?
Everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good relationship?
Yes.
So yeah, we really truly I personally wish you the very best. I wish you every one of your own wishes. Because I want to see you succeed.
Sure.
I want to see you do well. I want to see you succeed. So I wish you the best. I want to see you back in the PSL.
Sure.
Which is what you want to see for yourself.
Yeah.
Because the space suck your
Showcase.
and you play such a rare position. As the position akukuthi akusi position egcwalayo. Khona abayithumela ku social media bathi sifuna umuntu oso. You know?
Yeah.
Sifuna umuntu oso, and they're talking about you. Fitness okay, football legs, everything okay, health you're good. You've got a new position. I'd love to take calls on this, but I'm not going to do that to Sia. I think we need to allow Sia. If you do want to send us voice notes, please send us voice notes for SIYABONGA. I'm not going to take live calls because there's just conversations. I think we should allow the boy to go play, prove himself on the field. The day you're back in the PSL, I will have you here so we can celebrate.
Showcase.
The day you make it there, I will have you here so we can celebrate, but I will not be taking calls. If you do want to wish him well, because I'm about to let him go now, he's going to be in the car and he'll listen to all your voice notes. 08600, no, rather WhatsApp on 060-552-7303, and we'll play that for you. Nyagnganywa, you know this. I love your talent, and I think you're an amazing boy. I wish that this time around, you live up to the potential of your talent, because it's mega. Congratulations to you. Congratulations to La Masia. Nyambongelu maolede endlini nomagogo. And, you know, I hope that you go on to do well, my boy.
Yeah, well.
I appreciate you.
Sure.
Drop us a voice note on 060-552-7303.
Waking up, I'm too turned up.
Sawona Andile. Ngilalela isitori SIYABONGA. Mina SIYABONGA nguyimina nguMakoya. I'd say siyabantu sayenza amaphutha mfethu, sayenza amaphutha, and then okuhle ukuthi ufunde emaphutheni, and then into enhle ngawe ukuthi you got a second chance ukuthi wenze izinto ngenye indlela, so ungabisabheka emuva ukuthi yenzakaleni ekuqaleni previously, so forget about it. When just focus with future, rebuild the career yakho khona manje, and then usengadlala iminyaka njengoba nje ukuthi usengadlala up until 36, mhlawumbe even more. So I'm happy for you, my guy. So keep your head up and focus kule club osukuyona khona manje, and forget about the past. SIYABONGA bafana.
Good evening, Andile, and your guest in studio. This is Thibaut Touch from Davidson. Yeah, what a talent! What a talent this country has ever produced in that guy. You know, I'm so happy that this guy mentioned the fact that football owes no one nothing. And I'm glad that he's back. You know, we can only wish him all the best. We know all to my mistakes, and I'm very happy with a positive mind and everything. So I think you only have time on to yourself. So I wish you all the best, Makeba. Go out there, go get on that pitch, give us what you've always given us best, which is quality football. Asambe Makeba, asambe ubabonisa ukuthi uNkulunkulu ukuphile lento. All the best mfana kithi. Sharp.
Andile Jimmy Maga the busy con of Mote Bandile bona mo ba nona le para harenga mapara Andile bona talente me bara ya tsalwa a we khitle mo scaring ona le pure talent me bara, and thanks for apology high. It means a lot me bara. It's not easy to apologize. Andile bona a tsole pele ka talenta ha mo di mo file yona na motho tla motselang yona Jimmy Maga the busy con of Mote be dango.
Good evening, Andile. I'm listening to your conversation with Sia there. What the truth from the player himself. And this thing is not only happening to players only, man. Andile, you know, it's a problem. It's a problem to most of us, especially, you know, beer, and friends. But I hope the man gets a second chance and play. Because you know what? He's only 30, man. He's only 30. So I wish him good luck in his future. It's Moses Mukwena of Hamokogwaila. Thank you.
Good evening, Andile and Sierra. I want to say to that man, aye, you're strong, my brother. You're strong. What you did today, we're so proud of you. Everyone deserves a second chance. I still wish I can see you in the field. Everyone make mistake. But now, we know the story. You are a strong man.
Andile, good evening, King in Eden Vale. I can feel, I can sense the remorseful from the guy that you have, from his voice. I can sense that. Listen, my man, we all fumble, we all make mistakes. Abantu bangakulahla bonke but uNkulunkulu angeke aze akulahle. And the most important part is to realize and understand la or wrong corner where we've made mistakes. Then in that case, you are able to be forgiven. You are able to be given another chance. You understand? And never lose hope. Always hold your head up high. Showcase, you will rise again. It might not be football, or it might be football or in other fraternities within football. You understand? Even at 30, you're still young. You know, we've seen what this show has done to players. About and Dani, they've come to this show. 4 years later, they managed to get a chance. You know, so this is one of the biggest opportunity. Grab it with both hands and move forward. Always hold your head up high. We all fumble. Akekho umuntu right. Akekho umuntu omsulwa. Thank you.
You know, it's so right what you're saying. We've had so many players come tell their stories here. SIYABONGA ZULU is just one that was pretty close to my heart. Having seen him during these times. I mean, when you look at Rachale now, doing so well in Botswana, you look at so many others that have come here, and after this conversation, they get calls and they get opportunities because they've come here and bared their hearts, really. And another chance. We can never give somebody too many chances. Another chance. Another chance. That's all we ever ask for in life, isn't it? Everybody wants another chance and another chance. And who's to say that you've had too many? Who? Who's to decide for you that you've had too many? Do I feel sorry for him? No, I don't feel sorry for Sia. I don't feel sorry for him at all. And I said that to him, that he was also a party to the decisions and the things that happened to him. But not feeling sorry for him does not mean that I don't want to see him get another opportunity. I don't want to see him do well. I do. You know, I truly do. I hope that he's learned from his mistakes. Yes, there's influence in his mistakes and in girlfriend, other people, friends. But at the end of the day, we are fully responsible for the decisions we make. And his decision was, the way I'm going to deal with this is I'm going to go home and sit at home and drink. I'm not going to go to training because of the embarrassment that it comes with, because of the harassment that it comes with. But yeah, if you missed it, the podcast is on Metro FM. You can also go to our YouTube channel. Just say Andile Ncube there, it'll pitch up. It's Sports Not Amplified with Andile.